my name is Natalia, and today I thought that we should do something a little bit different because for a very long time now I've been wanting to make a celebration video because here in this channel and here in this family we have reached more than 10,000 members, and I've planned something really grand, and I wanted to show you the best DIY that I could possibly find, and that kind of told a story of how I felt about this channel. And I don't know if you've seen it, but I wanted to make this DIY here where you put a marshmallow in some hot cocoa and it will bloom. But I tried to make it vegan without a recipe, and let's just say that it was a total disaster. I tried different recipes. I tried making my own recipe, which I don't know why I did that, because every single time I tried to make it, it just failed. So I've completely given up. I mean, you can call it a blooper because it is the biggest blooper I've ever made. I'm never ever doing it again because I cannot make it work. I've wasted so much money, produce, time to just have this disaster of a marshmallow thing. I'm not really great with sweet kind of recipes like baking cakes or making candy or whatever. It always goes wrong. This time I actually followed the recipe. Normally I'll be like, you'll need 100 grams of sugar. I'll be like, meh, 50 grams, that's fine. But this time I actually followed the recipe to a T, but it still went completely wrong. So I thought that instead of making a tutorial and being kind of serious, we should have some fun and take a quiz just to get to know each other better and just to have some fun, really. So link is in the description down below, so go ahead and click on it. I'll wait because I want to do this with you. Doing it together is the most fun. Are you ready? Awesome, let's just begin. I found this ultimate Disney trivia quiz and it has 25 questions, and it says how much do you really know about your favorite Disney movies. I'm like, I know my Disney, not a problem. I love Disney. I feel like I'm a Disney connoisseur. I enjoy the Disney movies even more now that I'm an adult. When I was a kid, I really didn't pay attention to all the dirty jokes and Easter eggs, or that some of the villains in the movies were actually based on real life persons. It's just a whole new experience. Taking this Disney quiz will be like a walk in the park. I hope so. So, the first question. Which one of these Disney princesses is not part of Disney's official princess lineup? Okay, so I know that Merida just got inaugurated, I think it's called, when you get your official princess crown in Disneyland, and Rapunzel is definitely one as well, and so is Pocahontas. But Elsa is technically not a princess, she is actually a queen, so I'm going to say Elsa. Ooh, which was correct. Yes! What do Aladdin and his monkey Abu steal from the marketplace when you're first introduced to them in the movie? Oh, he's so cute. They steal a loaf of bread. Aladdin gives it away because he sees these two orphans starving, and Abu's like, I'm not giving my food away. That was correct too. What popular Disney character makes an appearance as a stuffed animal in Frozen? Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse, Tinkerbell, or Mr. Potato Head? Well, there is a secret Mickey in every single movie, so I'm guessing Mickey Mouse, because I mean Winnie the Pooh would just be like a bear, so that wouldn't really, unless he has like this little crop top, this little red crop top. But I'm going to say correct. Who was the first Disney princess? I remember reading something that Cinderella was Disney's favorite princess because she has this magical transformation of the gown, and that was his favorite sequence. I think maybe it's Snow White because that's the first Disney movie. Yes, I'm nailing this. What are the names of Cinderella's evil stepsisters? Anna and Diana, Anastasia and Drizella, Beatrice or Daphne, Mary and Prudence. Prude? Isn't that like a bad word? I saw a sequel to Cinderella where this one had a whole movie for herself where she became like Cinderella or something, and then she fell in love with a baker boy. I don't remember. That's not even the question. Okay. I think it's this one. That was correct. Good. Which is not a Disney prince? Prince George, Naveen, Prince Charming, or Prince Eric? I don't know who Prince George is. I mean, real life princes don't count. So Prince George? I'm kind of doubting myself now. Are these like correct answers or just marking the answer that I've clicked on? I'm not sure. What does the enchanted cake in Brave turn Merida's mother into? A frog, a cat, a bear, a dog. A bear. Mama bear. Yes. Okay, in The Little Mermaid, what name does Ursula go by when she disguises herself and uses Ariel's voice to try and win over Eric? Clarissa, Vanessa, Athena, Caroline. I think it's Vanessa. I hope that's correct. I'm not sure. I'm kind of doubting myself now because is it like marking my answers or is it like a correct answer? Tell me, who did Pocahontas' father want to marry? No, English, please. Who did Pocahontas' father want her to marry? Kokum. Percy, John Rolfe, or John Smith? Definitely not John Smith. It's Kokum. Next one. What were Aladdin's 3 wishes? Did he actually make 3 wishes? He was drowning at one point after he made his first wish, but he was unconscious and the genie was kind of forcing him to make a wish even though he didn't. So I don't know, that really doesn't count, does it? So I think he maybe has 2 wishes left. What were Aladdin's 3 wishes? Yes. To become a prince, to be rescued from drowning and free the genie. To marry Jasmine, to be rescued from drowning and free the genie. To marry Jasmine, put Jafar in jail and free the genie. To become a prince, to be rescued from drowning, and to gain Jasmine's father's blessing to marry his daughter. I mean, it is to become a prince and to be rescued from drowning, and to free the genie, but I don't think that this counts if you're unconscious, but let's just say this one. What do you think? Does it count if he's unconscious and the genie kind of forces him to make a wish? Let me know because I don't think that counts. I think he still has 1 wish left. Which princess is based on a real person? Well, most of them are stories, and I know Pocahontas for a fact was a real person, but she wasn't as old as Pocahontas is in the movie. She's actually a kid, and John Smith was like an old dude, so I know it's Pocahontas. Which famous princess attends Elsa's coronation ceremony in Frozen? There's this scene where you see Rapunzel with the short hair and Flynn right behind her, so I know it's Rapunzel. What is the name of the pup that Flynn brings Rapunzel to in Tangled? The Snuggly Duckling, O'Connor's pup, Gothel's pup, Ye Olde pup. This just speaks to me. I'm gonna say this. Let's just cheer a bit. I think it's correct. Okay, next one. What city was the Princess and the Frog inspired by? Atlanta, New York, Nashville, or New Orleans? I know it's New Orleans because I think they say it a couple of times. So it's New Orleans. Finish these lyrics from The Little Mermaid. Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Oh, I really haven't seen them in English, so I'm not sure. I know the song in Danish. Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore, they work all day. Under the sun, they slave away. What the land folks love to cook. Under the sea, we off the hook. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. That doesn't even rhyme. Just look at the world around you, right there on the ocean floor. Okay, this is the one. Seems more like in tune with the rest of the song. Next one. What is the name of the teacup from The Beauty and the Beast? Chippy Potts, Mr. Potts, I hope not, Chip Potts, or Monsieur Potts? It's Chip Potts. Yes, it's so cute. I think it's called Chip because he has a little chip in his head. which is kind of worrying because is his skull like cracked? Does he need medical attention? It's kind of worrying. He looks like a normal boy, but why is he chipped? Tell me that. What is the name of Mulan's pet dragon? Mushu, Li Shang, Hans, Fa Shu. It's Mushu. How many sisters does Ariel have? Well, this is the difficult one. I believe that she is the 7th sister because when they're performing, there are 3 sisters and then 3 sisters and then they go into the middle to a giant clam. Ariel is the 7th sister. So how many does she have? It could be a trick question, but it is 6. Only 6 questions left. Which Disney princess has the fewest lines? She talks a lot. Tiana. Pocahontas talks a lot too. It's really between these two. I actually think it's Aurora because somewhere I read that she only has like 18 lines. So, yes, that's correct. Which of these official Disney princesses is not actually a princess in the movie? You can only be a Disney princess if you're born into it, or if you have married into it, or if you do a heroic act, which Mulan did because she saved China. So it's Mulan! Which one of these is not a song from Sleeping Beauty? Once Upon a Dream, Keys to the Kingdom, The Gifts of Beauty and Song, Part of Your World. These are English ones and I only know the Danish ones. I'm pretty sure that Part of Your World is either from Aladdin or The Little Mermaid. I think it's... Yes! What is the name of the song that Cinderella and Prince Charming danced to at the ball? Perfectly Perfect, More Than a Dream, So This Is Love, Sing, Sweet Nightingale. I probably should watch the English ones and listen to the English songs. But it's just like when you've heard it in a particular language, listening to it in another one kind of ruins it a bit. Of what I remember, it was like lovey-dovey and maybe dream-ish. So it's More Than a Dream or So This Is Love. Let's say So This Is Love. Which Disney princess, no, just princess. Which princess does not have a live-action remake out or in the works? Well, we have seen Cinderella with Dakota Fanning's little sister, Elle Fanning, and Mulan is on the way, and Belle we've just seen with Emma Watson. So Pocahontas is probably the one! 2 more questions. Which princess is the oldest Disney princess based on what year the movie takes place? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea when these were released or when the movie takes place. Is that like history-wise? Like in the 1800s? Because Mulan may be the oldest one then. Or what? Because they have fireworks. They all have fireworks. The oldest one. Well, Aurora, there's this kingdom. I think maybe she is the oldest one. Yes, let's say it was Mulan. No. Mulan takes place around 400 to 600 AD. What does AD stand for? Anno Domini, which means before Christ. Is AD the same thing as BC? Okay, so BC stands for before Christ and AD stands for after death. After the death of Christ, I believe. I don't know. Let's just move on and take the last question. Who is the youngest Disney princess? Snow White, Jasmine, Belle, or Mulan? I think it's either Snow White or Jasmine. I think it's Snow White because Jasmine, I believe she's 16 and Belle is 18 or 17 or something, and I'm not sure about Mulan, but I think it's Snow White. Snow White, Snow White. Snow White was 14 while Jasmine was 15. Ariel and Mulan were both 16. So Jasmine was 15 and her father wanted to marry her off. My god. So these were all of the questions, and I'm guessing that I got most of them right except for who is the oldest Disney princess based on their own history or whatever. But yeah, that was actually really fun. So link is in the description down below if you want to take this test and see how well you do. I want to see if you can get 100% like I almost did. And if you want this more kind of relaxed environment and me doing quizzes or answering some of your questions, let me know down below or give this video a like so I know that you want more of this kind of video, because I really enjoyed doing this. This is so much fun and really a different kind of thing to my tutorials. They will get very serious pretty fast, and I thought that doing this will be like a break from that. So if you like this kind of videos, let me know so I'll do more, because I love this. This is great. I kind of have an announcement to make. I am going to change the name of my channel to Natalia's Toolbox, because it's much easier to find me and it's much easier to pronounce. And in the beginning I just chose Blue Toolbox because I love the color blue, and Toolbox because, well, I have a toolbox filled with different kind of tools and teaching methods that I want to give you so you can put it in your toolbox. But I'm going to call it Natalia's Toolbox, so it will be hopefully much easier to find me. So that is one of the changes. The other change that I'm going to make will be announced later, not now, because I'm not ready yet, not yet. But I just want to really thank you from the bottom of my heart. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be doing this. I really enjoy this interaction and being able to talk to you and being able to teach you a craft, and that you might be able to find in the stores, but will be much more appreciated if you make it yourself. And I'm so happy to be able to do that. Having you enjoy it is just like the icing on the cake. I'm really happy that you are a part of this DIY family filled with tinkers and crafters and hobbyists and really people who love to be creative and to making things for themselves. And I've really given this a lot of thought, and I thought that we should have like a name for ourselves, because I feel like we need something to really bond us together. So I thought that we should call ourselves Tinkers. Tinkers with toolboxes. I love to craft, I love to be creative, and a tinker is exactly doing that. Being creative with different things, with different materials, and just being able to do so many amazing things with so little. And I thought that Tinker will just be the perfect name for us, because it's just the perfect name. It's just like Tinker Bell, because she also likes to craft and to be creative and to tinker. So it's just the perfect name for us, for our family. Don't you think so? I love the name and I love you guys, and it warms my heart that every time you're here liking my videos, commenting that you love it. It's just so a huge thanks to you, my tinker, for being here and for enjoying what I do. I really love you guys. So I've gotta go now before I get too emotional. And I actually promised myself that I wasn't going to cry. So I'm going to go now. And I will see you soon with more ideas on this channel. So see you soon. Bye. I really love you guys.